It's sort of the calm before the storm. Hello, everyone. With John Roberts, I'm Chris Devoda. Johnny, this time next week, someone will be a Bud Shootout winner, and we will know who is on the front row for the Daytona 500.
That's right, and we'll be there. But some of our colleagues and some NASCAR stars already have a leg up. They've been warming up the Daytona track all weekend.
Yeah, it's one of the best-known endurance races in the world, and a lot of star power was on hand for the Rolex 24.
Four-time Sprint Cup champion Jimmie Johnson grabbed the headlines early, but for the wrong reasons. Jimmie had a big accident in practice.
Yes, but the team did get the car repaired for the race, which took its toll on a lot of competitors.
With more from Daytona, here are the guys who called all the action.
Well, guys, as always, the Rolex 24 here at Daytona has attracted the who's who of motorsport. Not only the best in the world from the sports car side of things, Cal, but also we had IndyCar and Indy 500 winners. We had NASCAR Sprint Cup race winners and championship winners. However, this year, they faced really bizarre conditions, didn't they?
They really did. We always expect weather to be a factor during the course of the 24 hours, but I've never seen it so atrocious right at the beginning. The stewards made the right call. We started the race under caution. Everyone tread very carefully during those first few hours and did a great job. And
we had to see the drivers in both Daytona prototypes and GT use all of their respective skill sets. Let's have a look at the highlights. Due to the heavy rain, the race was actually started under a full course caution, and then after several laps, the green flew for real. Michael Valiante in the Mike Shank Ford was one of the early ones to experience just how wet the track was off course as well.
It really was diabolical. Here, Dane Cameron takes a ride. He had a rear tire explode. The team would try to push him over 30 laps on that set of tires. The 52 of Bob McCallan takes a lazy spin along the grass.
One of the leading Porsches, the Fometics Porsche from Alex Job Racing, had some early troubles, and then NASCAR Sprint Cup champion Jimmie Johnson taught Emmanuel Collard how to use the high banks.
Emil Asentado, one of the leading runners in the GT class, had this off into the tire barrier. They would return, but for this guy, Pedro Lamy, what a mistake to make on pit exit. That would have consequences further into the race.
Cold tires tripping him up into the nighttime hours. One Pablo Montoya went to the front. However, it was not a happy story.
It wasn't. In the midnight hours, the 02 was suddenly parked in the garage area at the same time. The 59 car was seeing trouble, as was the championship winners from last year, the 99 Gainsco machine.
Yeah, gearbox troubles, a common theme, and begin the battle between the 9 and the 01. More about that in a minute. Bert Frizzell, front-end dramas.
There were several drivers who got tripped up by the bus stop chicane, and then Baker had nearly got baked himself in this very moment with the 88 car.
And that was a bit of a theme as we see the Autometrics car go off. The theme was cars on fire. Look at this. Anthony Lazzaro in the pole-sitting GT car. That was day done.
What a battle we have here for second position on the road in DP. AJ Allmendinger up against Max Pappas.
A few laps after that fine move, though, he contacted a GT car, and then check this out. Bizarre incident coming off pit road between Dion von Moltke and Bryce Miller. It was day done for both those teams.
Again, cold tires caught that young driver out. He speared it off into the side of the 48 car. Then the 71 car, Bobby Labonte, had a 4-lap lead. Suddenly runs out of fuel, has to visit the paddock area. He lost a lot of laps there. Then Sasha Masson got into it with Mike Bolkowski. Comes back for a little retribution later in the event.
Five-time winner Hurley Hayward handed over the car to Rafa Matos, and then the car expired. Look to the right of your screen. Justin Wilson was the race leader. He thought something was wrong with the car and came into not only pit road but the garage area.
The team makes the call, take it to the garage, and just moments later they realized there was nothing wrong. At the same time, Spencer Pumpelly and one of the leading GT machines suddenly loses drive. The clutch explodes.
Wilson, after the Ganassi squad said, hey, there's nothing wrong with the car, is released out of the garage area back onto pit road. And then the 55 Crown Royal NPN car, it was time to expire. So too was the story for AJ Allmendinger. Can you believe that again? However, up front, when the checkered flag flew, it was a new named team with an old crew and an experienced quartet of drivers winning Daytona prototype. The Action Express team and the Speed Source teams win both their classes respectively. What a day for an international team. So regulars Joao Barbosa and Terry Borchella teaming with Mike Rockenfeller and Ryan Dial to win the 48th running of the Rolex 24 for the Ganassi squad. They're runners-up for the second consecutive year.
And for the pole sitters, major disappointment for Wayne Taylor and his group. They finished 6th, some 44 laps down. And for last year's championship winners, they finished 8th, a disappointing run.
Celebrations, though, in victory lane. Let's hear from our winners.
There are teams and drivers who try for years to win the Rolex 24, but when you come up with a brand new team, it's that much more special to walk away with a victory in your first attempt. Now, Mike Rockenfeller, you certainly have prototype experience and experience here at the Rolex 24. Have you ever seen a team do this before?
No, I didn't expect it myself, you know, when the race was going on, we saw the cars quick, and then we were starting to believe it, and now we are here in victory lane.
And what time is it? Yeah, he can tell me. He's got his brand new Rolex. Ryan DL, you'll be running the rest of the season, but with a different team, but you kind of get a jump start in the championship as well. You'll walk out of here with first place points.
I honestly couldn't care less about the championship. I won this race, and I got my Rolex, and I'm super happy. Great team.
And Joao Barbosa, you finished the 2009 season with a victory. Now you win here at the Rolex 24, 2 wins in a row. What can we look forward to next?
More wins. I expect to see the Action Express racing team more often on the podium in the first place. That's for sure.
And Terry Borcheller, you've been here before. You've won overall. I know this is special for you because I'm sure 6 months ago you were wondering, what am I going to be doing in 2010?
It really is. Anytime you win the Rolex, it's a special day, and I just have a great group of drivers here and a great team, and I'm just really, really happy for this opportunity and for this day.
In GT, for the majority of the race, it looked like it was going to be a Porsche party, but Mazda prevailed with Sylvain Tremblay, David Haskell, Nick Ham and Jonathan Bomarito to win by commanding 3-lap margin.
Porsches round out the podium. That Camaro debuts in 4th spot. In fact, got 2 cars up into the top 10. A great result for Stevenson Motorsports.
Some new cars for some old teams did very well, but let's go to victory lane.
Speed Source Racing in their victory here at the Rolex are living proof that you can never know where you are in the middle of the night. David, still an amazing result. Hey, I came to you in the middle of the night and you were lying like 3rd, 7 laps down. And
I think we were 11, 7 laps down. And then you came by again, we're leading. I said, don't come by again, man. Just.
I know they were trying to get me to come down and interview Sil later. I said, I'm not going near him. I like him too much. Sylvain, what a feeling.
It's a great feeling. I mean, I just want to dedicate this win to all of the Mazda dealers that we have and all the Mazda club racers that believe in the product, that support Mazda. Grassroots motorsports is important to Mazda, and that's why we're here. So it's great to have partners like Castrol, and to win a second one of these is pretty special.
Yeah, some people would just like to be on the podium. You're starting to get greedy. What a race for you. It was a fantastic part to be part of this team.
Oh man, this is just a dream come true. I mean, to be a part of the whole Speed Source and Mazda organization, man, it's just an amazing feeling.
Yeah. And Nick, we can never forget about you because you are the stalwart here. Brilliant job. And maybe not too many of these in your future.
Yeah, they're putting me out to pasture. No, this is a wonderful chapter in my life, being with Speed Source and Mazda, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Cheeky monkey.
It's the second win in GT in 3 years for Sylvain Tremblay's Speed Source Engineering Group. We congratulate them. But Cal, in Daytona prototypes, how good was the Action Express team? How costly was that trip to the garage for Justin Wilson?
Well, the number 9 car was superb here today. All 4 drivers did a great job, and the team have really turned things around in the course of 3 weeks at the test. They really weren't on good form, but they made some changes. The chassis was awesome. That V8-powered Porsche, that really got the job done here today. Even when the L1 car was right there, they seemed to have the legs on them, and for the L1 team, they have to be disappointed. Justin Wilson was doing an awesome job, got drafted in by Ganassi at the last moment, and certainly it's all about communication. He made the call coming out of the bus stop chicane. Something's wrong with the car. Timmy Keenan and the boys said straight to the garage. They get it back there. Nothing is wrong. I've never seen a Daytona 24-hour win go away from a team in this manner. Quite remarkable.
It's a 12-round championship. That's 1 down, 11 to go. We look forward to the next round at Homestead Miami Speedway, and the Action Express boys have maximum points.
Thanks, guys. For the NASCAR fraternity, Max Pappas took top honors, finishing 2nd overall. Colin Brown and Crone Racing finishing 4th. A.J. Allmendinger, you see 7th. Labonte 16th. Jimmy Johnson and his Gainesco crew were 21st. Paul Menard 32nd. The Ganassi boys were 37th.